Sellers around here aren't chasing 2021 prices. Homes are already selling well above that because the appreciation in our area has been phenomenal. What they're chasing is what 2021 felt like, and they want to experience it for themselves. Multiple offers, no contingencies, buyers competing against each other while the seller had all the leverage. That's what 2021 felt like. And 5 years later, sellers still want that exact same experience, except now they want it with all their appreciation added and no downside for them. I'm Kristin Borostyan. I'm a listing agent here in Fairfax County, Northern Virginia, and soon to be Richmond market. And I have conversations each week with people about selling their homes. And before I go any further, I want to tell you a little bit about how I work because it shapes everything I'm about to say. So my background is in counseling, not just real estate. And I bring into how I guide sellers through this process because selling a home isn't just a transaction. It's emotional and it's a transition. And I work with sellers as an agent, and I put together a strategy that has taken me years of experience talking to hundreds of people about this market. That's exactly why I won't list a home I know isn't priced to sell. I'll probably lose that listing because I'm not protecting a number for myself. I'm protecting your time and your outcome as well. So here are the conversations that I've been having these past few weeks. I sat down with a seller recently. I pulled the comps. I showed them exactly what's selling and for how much. And I hear some version of the same thing. That's not what I'm willing to take. Now, I can't find a single comp to justify the number that they want. None. And when that happens, I know I'm not the agent for them. I'm not going to say, well, let's price it there and see if we can get that price. We can't get that price in this market. It's just going to cause frustration, time, and money. And this just happened to me when I sat down with a seller and I really looked in the neighborhood about what's on the market, how long it's been on the market, and what's closed. And the number they wanted was not even close to the number that I'm seeing for the active homes on the market, let alone the ones that have closed. And yet they were still insisting that's the number that they could list at. And I told them honestly, I'm not going to be able to get you there. I'm not going to be able to list it at that price and then find out 30, 60, 90 days from now that you don't even want to take a price reduction. You're just going to take it off the market or rent it at that time. That's not a sound strategy for the market that we're in right now. And I know that sounds a little strange coming from an agent. After all, I'm a listing agent. I want to list your homes, I want the listing. Of course I do. But I'm not going to put that time, my money, my energy into marketing a home just to have it sit there because that seller isn't pricing the home for the market that is here. And I'm not going to test the market for anyone. I already know what's going to happen because I've watched it happen over and over again this year. The home sits, the price gets stale. Buyers start to wonder, what's wrong with it? Showings slow down or are non-existent. And eventually we have a very hard conversation about a price reduction that you probably didn't want, nor did I. And that price reduction is going to be where we started, or maybe a little lower than what I had recommended in the first place. The house has lost reputation, we've lost momentum, and if we had priced it right from day one, by 2 weeks we should have an offer. So here's what I keep coming back to with every seller right now. There are two things buyers need to see before they even make an offer. They need to see that the home has value and it's priced correctly. Both of those things, not one or the other. A buyer can walk through the home, love it, feel it's exactly what they want, but if that price doesn't match the value, they're not seeing it, they're not going to stretch for it, they're not even making the offer. They're going to walk away and move on to the next listing. And the reason they can do this so easily right now is because there's more inventory than there has been in years. They have options. They are not desperate, and they can afford to wait because the interest rate isn't 2.5% anymore. Waiting doesn't cost them what it used to cost them. So when a seller prices for that feeling of 21 instead of the reality right now, the house is going to sit. And it's not because the house is bad, and it's not because we're in a bad market. It's because the price does not match the expectations that the buyers want at the rate they're paying against everything else they could make an offer on instead. Now, here's the part I want every seller watching this to actually hear, because this is where you win in this market. The homes that are selling right now, the ones that are going under contract quickly, without sitting, without a lot of drama, almost always have the same three things in common. One, the seller priced to the comps, not to their feelings. They looked at what's actually closing and also what's actually active in their neighborhood right now and trusted that that was the number, even if it's not the number that they were hoping for. Two, they did the prep work before listing. I always talk to my sellers, listen, we've got to declutter, we might have to paint, we need to fix the small things that will make buyers hesitate to make an offer. Because when buyers have options, they're comparing your home against everything else on the market that's already move-in ready. And number three, those sellers have listened to their agent on whatever strategy we're doing on day one, rather than waiting for the home to sit for 60 or 90 days and then implement that strategy. The sellers who price right the first time almost never end up needing a reduction. And if they do, we know the first weekend that the home is on the market, and we adjust accordingly quickly, because that does happen in a fluctuating market. The ones who price high and wait it out almost always end up reducing anyways months later. There's a lot more stress involved in that, and a lot of times it's for a lower price than the original list price that an agent had suggested. That's the playbook. You have to price to the market, prep the home, and trust the strategy from the start instead of fighting it the whole way through. If you're telling yourself, I'll either get the exact price or I'm taking it off the market and renting it out instead, I really want you to sit with that, because if that's where you are at, it's probably not the right time for you to list, because that is not the market we're in. If this is the kind of straight, honest read you want on the market, I want you to contact me. I cover pricing strategies, pre-listing prep, what it actually takes to sell in this market. So go ahead and subscribe and keep watching, or reach out to me and let's have an honest conversation about what your goals are, what you want, and what I'm seeing. If you're sitting on a home right now wondering whether to list it, hold it, rent it out, don't guess. Reach out to me directly and I'll pull the actual comps for your home, tell you exactly where it stands in today's market, and give you a straight answer. Even if that answer isn't what you were hoping to hear, at least you have the information to make the choice on what you want to do. And that's really the only way I work. I don't work on a lot of guesswork. I don't do a lot of false promises. I want a clear path to getting your home sold, because that's why you're hiring me. I hope this resonated with you, and if you'd like me to tour your home because you're ready to move on, comment ready and we will connect. You can also text me to connect quickly at 703-888-9886. If it's your time to move on, let's prepare for it and get you to your next chapter. Thanks for watching and have a great day.